Okay, here we have the 6-1 work together. This was always one of my favorite ones to do on paper because you got to see the whole thing filling in and coming together as we worked our way through chapter 6. But with MindTap, it's all electronic now, of course. We'll do this in steps. So if you've done the study guides for chapter 6, you should have a general idea of what we're doing in the concepts. So I'll try to save some of the extra dialogue just due to this one being such a long one. So on April 30th of the current year, Fix It Now is ready to prepare the worksheet. The business uses a monthly fiscal period. So the first step in preparing a worksheet is the heading. Fill in the blanks for each row of the worksheet heading for Fix It Now for April 30th of the current year. Enter the current year as 20-. Okay, so row 1. So this is Fix It Now. And then row 2, this is where we type in what kind of accounting document this is, and this is the worksheet, literally. And then the time period that the worksheet is for, it is for April. So the date this worksheet's being done, April 30th, 20 dash dash. So with MindTap, you have to follow the directions very specifically. So there's the header of our worksheet. So let's go to the next step. Let's see. Now our header's all filled in. So now we have all of the accounts that Fix It Now uses for record keeping. We have our trial balance columns. So I like to consider this call this the beginning, kind of like the beginning of the month balances, because best use of an example there. The beginning of the month balances, or the beginning of the financial transactions before any changes are made. And we have adjustments. So this is we're going to take out for expenses. Then we have the section for income statement. That's going to be any kind of expenses that are brought in for the business. And then the balance sheet columns. So the balance of all these accounts once any changes are made from the first section of columns to the last section of columns. So in this first part, in 6-1, we're just going to fill in the trial balance section. So for all of these accounts, we just need to fill in the cells on the worksheet with the information that's given to us. It even shows us the debit side and the credit side. So we just need to fill in those same amounts down here on the worksheet. So for cash, $4,900, $75 for petty cash. So $4,900, $75 for petty cash. $13.87 for the AR account and $2.28 for supplies, so $13.87 and $2.28. And prepaid insurance, $3.75. And we have our accounts payable for $2.67 for Southside Supplies, $2.67. And the capital account for Connor, $74.43. The drawing account, $1,700 on the debit side. So now we have income summary. So we're not going to fill anything for income summary, but this is going to be the kind of the title for the second section. Sales and expenses, all the money that came in to the company and all the money that went out for the company. So sales had $21.60 in sales. An advertising expense, $4.60. $6 for cash short and over. We're not going to fill anything in yet for insurance expense or supplies expense. We will eventually. So miscellaneous is $189. And then utilities, $5.50. So now the next part of this process is, now that we have all those filled in, we are just going to total the two columns. $49 plus 75 plus 1387 plus 228 plus 375 plus 1700 plus 460 plus 6 plus 189 plus 550. You should have 9870 for the total of the first column. Now for the balance for the credit column, 267 plus 7443 plus 2160. They equal 9870. So I have that balancing principle going on between the debit and credit columns. So 9870 for those two columns. So that is it for 6-1, work together.